If you guys haven't heard, Michael Dunn was charged with first-degree murder today for shooting at a car full of unarmed teenagers, basically because they were playing their music too loud. And I remember when all this happened, and it was right a little bit right after the whole Trayvon Martin thing popped off, and lately it's just been a lot of black men getting gunned down, that are not even carrying weapons, just getting shot down for the hell of it. It's been like that for, just blacks have been persecuted in this country, for the last over 500 some years. But, it's been very rapid, I would say, within the last 3 years. But he got charged with first degree murder today. I did see the video where, they sentenced him, and he still didn't seem, I don't know if it didn't sink in or he just didn't seem still like he gave a damn about it. And, to refresh everybody's memory about this case, this was a cat that got mad because teenagers were playing their music, quote unquote, too loud for his taste. And he decided to pull out his firearm and shoot at these teenagers. They weren't armed. They didn't pose any threat to him besides him so-called not liking the volume of their music. And he ultimately, sadly, ended up killing Jordan Davis. And this cat went home, had a slice of pizza and some wine, like nothing happened. Took his dog for a walk, and it was just a normal day. Like, he goes outside and just caps people for the hell of it, day in and day out, and has no regards for it. Then you had this skunk looking bitch right here. She came out and tried to basically defend what Michael Dunn did, as if he had every right to pull out his gun and shoot at these teenagers that were not opposed to any physical threat towards this man. But it's like I said before, we have women within the black community and just black people in general, a certain group of people who will try to justify, defend any wrongdoing that's done to the black community. Oh, what about black on black crime? Or what about rap music? Or what about this? Or what about that? It's always somebody within our community that's trying to justify wrongdoing that's done to us, basically trying to take on a white supremacy type of mindset. But all in all, I am glad that he got charged and they're locking his ass up. But also, I think part of this, it's kind of related to the whole what's the brother name? Michael. Mike. I forgot that brother's name, but the brother that just got gunned down in Ferguson recently. And a lot of times, what they do in the media and the news and within the court system, because the whole Ferguson case is still going on right now, they'll say, okay, well, we'll make Michael Dunn a sacrificial lamb. We'll lock him up to kind of calm Negroes down and kind of redirect their focus off of what's going on in Ferguson right now. We don't want any riots, or we don't want black people saying no justice, no peace, or that type of stuff, because people fear when blacks come together and unify, because they know that it's a lot of things that try to infiltrate within our community to break us up, whether it's the animosity between the black woman, or the so-called animosity between the black woman and the black male, or the young and the old, or the middle class opposed to those who live in the quote-unquote hood. It's so much things that are trying to infiltrate us and break us up apart so that we don't unify, that when we do unify, people get scared. They fear that. Because the last thing a lot of people want blacks to do in this country is to start respecting ourselves, start unifying, start controlling our dollar, and really coming together and taking back the power that we ultimately have. So, that really scares people. But, I mean, all in all, I'm glad this cat is getting locked up. He deserves it. I mean, this is a rotten bastard here. Anytime you shoot somebody, you kill somebody, you go home and act like nothing happened. You go have a slice of pizza. That's a cold motherfucker right there. And I hope they lock this dude under the jail cell. But also, let's not forget what's going on in Ferguson. Let's not forget about the threats and danger that's going on toward the black Americans day in and day out in this country. The stories that you don't hear on the news, or it's not highly publicized. Let's not forget about what's going on in our communities. And let's definitely not forget about us coming together and unifying so we can combat a lot of the stuff that's going on out here. But I'm out. You guys can give me your feedback if you want. I will leave a link in the description box. Excuse me, if you guys want to watch the verdict video on this, this character right here. But I'm out. Peace.